Я вас еще увижу.
Я не знаю, разумно ли это.
Я бы хотела, если вам это подойдет.
I have to go.
Okay, I'm coming.
Госпожа Тильман.
Yes.
У нас плохие новости о вашем муже.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian. Do you speak English?
Очень плохие новости о вашем муже.
No, I don't understand
К сожалению,
Russian.
вашего
Do you
мужа
speak English?
застрелили.
English?
Застрелили насмерть.
What has happened? Why are you here?
И
I'm American. I don't understand what you're saying.
Насмерть.
Oh God.
Dr. Curley thinks that my trust issues with men come from your absenteeism, Mother.
Having trust issues with men just shows good common sense. Faulty mothering hastened that realization. You should probably be thanking me.
Look, if I'm going to get anywhere in my therapy, we both have to confront the bottom line fact that you were never there for me. Perfect.
You were fantastic, Jill. Gail. Gail. Of course. Gail. Scrambled my brain. Gail.
It's Jill.
I'm gonna have to get this.
Mommy's got you. It's okay.
It'll go with everything in my empty house. Exactly. It's amazing.
Hi, it's me. I know I shouldn't be calling, but I
You
just...
said you keep your phone off after 6, so I figured it'd be okay.
I just need to talk to you. I miss you. So, I know it's over. I know I shouldn't be calling, but I left a message for you about an hour and a half ago. I kind of need for you to call me back. So if you could just... Sorry. Where are we going?
Moscow. David Tillman, 46, editor, Russian edition of Carter's magazine. Found near his home, 4 shots in the chest, 2 to the head. Russians didn't want bureau help. State had to lean.
A few too many unsolved crimes involving journalists.
Just so you're aware, they won't be giddy to see us.
What's the food like in Moscow?
Russian.
A little more detail than that.
Heavy.
And the women?
Also heavy.
Russian women are beautiful.
Ukraine girls really knock me out.
Leave the West behind.
Moscow girls make me sing and shout.
Georgia's always on my mind.
Idiots.
Свое будет.
Car's clean.
Checked this morning.
Reminder, this is the most bugged city in the world.
Last time I was here, I'm talking to someone in my hotel room. Mentioned there weren't any towels. 15 minutes later, housekeeping shows up saying, here are the towels you requested.
Assume everything you say is being overheard.
Nice the Soviets' atheism didn't trump their architectural appreciation.
After St. Basil's was completed, Ivan the Terrible supposedly had the architect blinded, so he could never create anything so beautiful again. How power's always behaved here. Don't forget it. Special Agent Joan Denny, Inspector Kalnov, my team.
Welcome.
As I'm sure you've had explained, the U.S. Congress has given the FBI jurisdiction whenever an American citizen is the victim of a violent crime on foreign soil, upon approval of the host country, which yours is graciously granted.
Oh, we welcome all assistance.
We'll want to see your reports.
Certainly.
And, of course, visit the crime scene.
This would be duplicating efforts.
Not really. You don't need to be there.
My men would be happy to accompany you.
We'll need to see all personal effects.
Perform an autopsy?
This we have done.
I'm sure you were completely thorough.
In every way.
Which is why you appreciate our desire to be equally thorough as well. Ambassador Foyle's on the left, others Glen Carnahan, Moscow Station.
CIA.
Heard of him. Thanks. What is this?
Faraday cage. Blocks out all electromagnetic waves.
Only place in the embassy can be certain is secure. Madam Ambassador, thank you for taking time out of your busy Got some interesting results back from our lab.
There was microscopic bullet residue found on the victim's skull. There's a trace elements mismatch with the bullets the Russian police showed us.
Could just be a screw-up.
A screw-up?
It happens. You never make a mistake.
You mean like not predicting the fall of the Soviet Union? Missing that Pakistan was peddling nuclear technology around half the globe? Also found traces of limestone in Tillman's shoes and clothing. There's no limestone in the soil at the crime scene or in Moscow proper, in fact.
The body was moved.
A police conspiracy.
Which doesn't tell us anything other than we're going to have to depend on ourselves. You've got a guy.
Alpha Unit, elite FSB Special Forces team.
Heard of him, thanks.
We knew each other back in Afghanistan. If there's anything we should know, he'll tell me. Are you serious?
The president quartered the government's ex-KGB.
You don't even know about tight-knit. You think some guy, some alpha guy...
Try him.
Yeah. Okay. Someone here wants to see you.
Find out where there's limestone in the soil and cross-index with any newsworthy event in the last 6 months.
Newsworthy event?
Something a journalist might want to do an investigative story about.
Good morning.
Hi. I used to work at the magazine with David Tillman, and I have some information.
Not here. Okay.
I don't know if this would be germane, but David had been seeing a woman recently.
What's her name?
I don't know. She lives outside of town in Ryazan. It's about 100 miles from here.
Told you?
I followed him one night.
You and he...
I just wanted to see who the new lucky girl was.
Do you I have a location, an address.
We met in a cafe. I walked in, I saw her. I immediately felt pathetic and ridiculous, and I turned around and I went home. It was a 3-hour round trip. I wasn't there 3 minutes.
Does anyone know about this woman at the magazine?
No, I don't think so. David was discreet. I don't think anybody even knew about us. Well, we reveal more than we think, perhaps.
I wouldn't know.
Got it. It's just wrong.
Get over it.
You don't order a white Russian in Russia.
I drink Manhattans in Manhattan.
What is this?
Pelmeni.
Dumplings stuffed with meat or fish. Fighting the jet lag.
Getting hammered.
To help with the jet lag.
Is this meat or fish?
A horse, actually.
It's wild boar, most likely.
These are good. A little heavy.
Some of the wild boar served in Moscow is smuggled in from the zone of exclusion.
Area around Chernobyl.
Quarantined because of the radiation.
Someone will be dreaming in color tonight.
See you guys in the morning.
Night.
Good night. I think I'll see if either of these blondes over there want to learn about a place I call America.
You could give them a tutorial about the finer points of a market economy.
This hour, this bar, there may be some commerce involved.
Hey, they want to pay me? Ladies, that's for Danya.
I think I'll,
Call home?
yeah.
Night.
I'm 5,000 miles away. Can we not do this now? Look, I'm sorry that so much is falling on you, okay? I'm sorry I'm not there more. But mostly I'm sorry that we can't have one conversation anymore that doesn't turn into a fight. Yeah. You know what? So glad I called.
Hey, this is Pam. Can't take your call right now. Leave a message.
Keep an eye out for the cutoff to Ryza.
Road signs are all in Cyrillic. You not often may end up in Iran.
This how it's gonna be? Small talk and chit-chat?
What do you want to talk about?
There's nothing you'd like to discuss.
How about the fact that we're being followed?
You make some space, you fat Russian turd.
Iverson. The friendly fire didn't get you? I phoned in the coordinates myself.
Probably couldn't understand the accent.
What accent?
Beer, I thought it was all vodka with you, comrades.
One more way we all become like America, along with pollution and poverty.
Hey, одно пиво. Да, vodka. Someone here's got to drink like a man.
Just wish to show off your one word of Russian.
Still Alpha?
Still SEAL team?
Got out of Special Ops. FBI.
Policeman.
Baddest policeman in the world.
Here on business? The murder of this editor?
There were some irregularities.
This is Moscow.
You know anything about it?
Пожалуйста.
You would tell me. If you hear anything.
Nice ride. Maybe we should join the Moscow PD.
Black, tinted windows. Subtle, it's not.
It's not for our benefit. Nobody's gonna talk to us with Kalinov's goons cruising around.
Turn now. Привет, ребята. Чем я могу вам помочь?
Is there any CIA angle on this Tillman case?
Oh, not that I can see.
So you've had your people look into it?
No need. Tillman wasn't working for us. As you know, we don't approach journalists.
As you know, I know that's not true. They rebuff you, but you approach journalists all the time.
Regardless, we never approached David Tillman. Since we had no reason to believe he was working against us, he didn't interest Moscow Station one way or another.
But you're still sorry he got shot.
You know, I've been warned about you.
I didn't have to be warned about you. You CIA guys are the same the world over. I expect the Kalinovs to withhold and evade. You'd like to think it'd be different with someone who knows all the same songs you do.
If you have anything further you'd care to discuss, feel free to give us a call.
Алло? Слово такое. 8 букв.
I'm sorry to bother you again. I've been waiting here for a while for someone to talk to me. Would you just tell your commandant or commander or whatever you call him here? There is a U.S. federal agent waiting to speak with FBI. Freeze!
FBI.
For sure.
FBI. G-Man. You got John Dillinger.
Not me personally.
J. Edgar Hoover, Elliot Ness.
Actually, Ness was with the
You
Prohibition.
know, my dream is to go to Quantico and be trained by FBI G-Men. You, put in a word for me?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
No, no problem.
Come on, just have a seat here. So what did they do once you climbed in?
Completely thrown. No idea if they wanted to toss me in the trunk or go buy me dinner.
So you flirted.
I distracted them.
By flirting.
You know,
Got something? Young cop, you're a groupie. FBI G-Men. Remember Tillman. Spoke with him. All about the apartment bombing. So were these guys attractive?
one was. We could double date. The three of us and your wife. Why don't you just tell me what you found out?
Day before the explosion, people saw a white car driving around with Moscow plates. Later, it was spotted parked outside the building. Only now, the Moscow number had been taped over and the Ryazan regional number 62 was written in.
Written in. Clever.
2 suspicious individuals were seen coming out of the basement and getting into this car. Now, here's the interesting thing. A telephone company employee records a suspicious call to Moscow. It says, leave one at a time. There are patrols everywhere.
Moscow.
2 days later, they found the white car abandoned just off this highway. Never found the suspects. That's all I got before one of his superiors terminated our interview.
Think he had more?
I think there is more. I think David Tillman thought so, too.
Think you found it?
Good evening.
Your picture's on our website, General.
Yes. It's not a very good likeness.
Come back with me to Moscow. We'll have a better one done.
You list me under terrorists.
Bombing airplanes, taking theatergoers hostage will get people calling you that.
Done in the name of freedom for Chechnya.
Shooting fleeing school children in the back.
Have you any idea how many Chechen school children have been slaughtered? In the village of Meskyryurt, the FSB death squads bound together 21 men, women and children, and blew them up to pieces using grenades and explosives. This is the brutality the Russians visit upon my people. Look at the brutality they visit on their own. The Russian government blew up this apartment house. The FSB
What?
Explosive used was exogen, never associated with our activities. Large quantities are held by Russian security services.
Why would they do it?
To justify this new suspension of democratic reforms. By blaming us terrorists, they seize even more power, line their pockets with even more corrupt wealth. This is what your fellow countryman, this journalist, had discovered. And this is why he was killed.
I've never heard such self-serving swell.
It jives with the evidence.
What evidence?
The phone call to Moscow, the car.
This is what passes for proof in today's FBI?
We want to be careful about making unsupported surmises that lead to reckless accusations. There are geopolitical considerations.
I don't care.
Well, guess what? You'd better start, because Russia's important again. While the world wasn't looking, it's become the second biggest oil producer to Saudi Arabia. And as the hands down biggest consumer of oil on the planet, the United States' stake in Russia is what you might call serious.
And that's on top of all the loose nukes floating around that we would just as soon not see wind up in the hands of Al-Qaeda.
I don't care. It's your job to think about that. A crime was committed, there was a perpetrator. My job is to find him and see that he's arrested.
Go back, find this woman Tillman was seeing. Take Craig for protection, no offense.
None taken.
You're not wrong. We don't have much hard evidence. Find some.
Glad you're okay.
I'm glad you're glad. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Sorry.
What for? Let's go.
Sorry you got stuck with me.
My knight in shining Kevlar. Glock 26? Isn't that a little dainty for the human killing machine?
High accuracy, less recoil. Only idiot cowboys carry big, heavy pieces that take their aim off after each shot. You?
A SIG P228.
That's a 9mm too. You wanna give me crap about mine?
I'm a girl.
Maybe you just like giving me crap. Is it that you don't actually like me, or that I told Joan about you and Taylor?
Which would you prefer?
Because where I come from, that sort of thing is considered a problem.
It's over. Forget it. And to answer your question, I think it's pretty much that I just don't like you.
Fair enough.
I'm not a bastard. I'm behaving like one. That's undeniable, but it's uncharacteristic. I'm not that guy. I don't saunter into a bar and have women throw themselves at me. I'm not Craig. I don't get the girl. And now there's two who think they love me, and only one who I love back, and it's the wrong one. Which makes me a bastard, after all. Thank God you don't speak English.
Of course I do. This is international hotel.
Okay, so you're Tillman. What do you know?
The phone call, the car, the explosive.
Phone call. Phone call.
What if someone traced the call?
What do you want to bet the girl works for the phone company?
Quick, quick, come in before they see you.
From America. From the FBI.
I know who you are and why you're here. You wish to know what I told David? Yes. He's really dead.
Yes.
If I tell you, they will come and kill me too.
They killed David for what he knew. It's this knowledge that has you in danger. The way to safety is for you to tell us now.
The bomber's phone call to Moscow. You had it traced.
Where did you trace it to? Irina.
An office in the headquarters of the FSB.
Russian Secret Service. The Russian government perpetrates a terrorist act on their own people.
The Chechens were right.
Tillman had it, so they killed him.
We make this case, it brings down the whole government.
We're not working the apartment house bombing. We're here to find Tillman's killer. This is gonna be tricky. It's the FSB. The Moscow police, Kalnov won't get anywhere. Could be dangerous for them to even try.
I'll find out who shot him.
This Alpha guy?
Your brother in arms? Some got-your-back bro, code of the warrior, reaching across the artificial boundaries of clan and state?
Yes.
If he showed up in the States asking to put old friendship before country,
He'd have to get most of what he needed on his own. So I just had to add the last piece.
Последний раз скажу тебе, ты сам все знаешь. Не издавала суровых песен, без них мир стал неинтересен. А ты живешь вдали от суровых дел, от тревожных дел, от невозможных дел. Вот и свой парень, у тебя суровый взгляд. Подними с окна авторитетный зад и вставай в наш суровый строй, отбросив прочь пинжак суровой рукой. Idris Elba и нос жгучий пол, засуй свою шуму суровый рот, подойди, ставь свои ноги рядом, к моим ногам суровых черных гадов. Я не устрою тебе зло вертеть, я лишь хотел прочитать тебе свой суровый рэп. Пойми, от жизни от такой хреновой и приходится читать такой вот суровый. Это суровый рэп, это суровый рэп, это суровый рэп, это суровый рэп, это суровый
Inspector Kalnov makes the arrest. We're along for the ride.
we're around to make sure he does it. This guy who shot Tillman,
Arkady.
you also do the apartment house?
I don't know. I couldn't ask about that.
Why'd your friend give this guy up?
A lot of H in Afghanistan. I got him off it. This Arkady, he's Alpha. He's gonna see us coming and he's not gonna go easy. This guy gets a drop, he could have us all dead before we hit the ground. Hey, mister! Not how you go after this guy. Прекрати! Третий этаж! Третий этаж!
Tell him not to move.
Ничего. Постарайся не двигаться. Ничего. Постарайся не двигаться.
Why didn't you shoot me?
I still might.
Then we'll both be dead.
I don't think so, FBI.
SEAL Team 3. You're a dishonor to your training. To your skill.
What do you know of it?
Whatever you tell me.
11 of my comrades died at Beslan. Trying to save children, for whose death they are now blamed.
Not by me.
They are in unmarked graves, names withheld by the authorities. Heroes that died in obscurity and disgrace. And this journalist, this American, he plans a story to stir sympathy for their murderers. These terrorist vermin who must be crushed beneath our heels.
Give yourself up. Huh? Tell your story. People will be sympathetic.
Don't condescend to me, FBI.
This is over. Arkady, this is done.
I believe that you're right.
No! No! You! Ah.
The case stops with the shooter?
A rogue. Unsanctioned. Freelancing, as I believe you Americans say.
What we say is cover up.
A government conspiracy to blow up this apartment building. An elite FSB hitman takes out the journalist set to expose it, and the case stops with the shooter.
It's a Russian police matter. Thank you for all your help, Chief Inspector. You have a challenging job.
This is how you greet visitors?
Visitors knock.
For your scrapbook.
Do you have any wallet size?
You should diet. You're gaining fat, man.
Why'd you give up, Arkady?
He wasn't efficient.
He should have killed the girl. He would have. That's why I got out of that line of work. Is she safe now?
Don't be sentimental.
Is she safe?
She's Russian. She's not your concern. This cancels our debt.
Hey, this is Pam. Can't take your call right now. Leave a message.
Hi, it's your mother. I passed the Bolshoi the other day. I don't know if you remember, but I took you there. When you're 6, I think. I wanted you to know that whatever you feel, whatever your complaints, you have grown into an exceptional young woman, of whom I'm very proud. So, maybe we can talk again once I'm home. Oh. Yeah. Hey, just a sec.
How do you do this? I have no stability, no anchor. An emotional life of complete dysfunction. I don't want to be unprofessional, and I know I'm not your daughter.
No, you should probably be grateful for that.
But how do you live like this? Truly. Help me.
Well, how is the wrong question. The right one is why. Craig's an adrenaline junkie, no mystery there. Taylor wants to fight the good fight for truth, justice, and the American way.
You?
Well, there's a certain type of person that feels alienated from the normal. Putting themselves in abnormal circumstances can be a kind of comfort. Figure out why you do this. Let's go home. Change your plans. We fly to Karachi.
How's the food in Karachi?
Crummy.
The women?
Crazy. Cranky.
Crap.
Idiots.
Whether long-range weapon or suicide bomb, a wicked mind is a weapon of mass destruction. Whether you're Solarway son or BBC One, misinformation is a weapon of mass destruction. You could a Caucasian or a poor Asian. Racism is a weapon of mass destruction. Whether inflation or globalization, fear is a weapon of mass destruction. Whether Halliburton, Enron or anyone, greed is a weapon of mass destruction. We need to find courage, overcome inaction is a weapon of mass destruction. Inaction is a weapon of mass destruction.